Okay, hi, my name's Christopher Payton. I'm the head of art at Rebellion.
And my name is Luke Priest. I am the senior 2D artist at Rebellion.
And just now we're going to take an unwrapping of one of the limited special editions of Sniper Elite 3 and just show you guys what's in it. So starting off just from the outside, the outer wrapping shows you everything that's in the box and lists it, but the really nice thing to note underneath the cellophane is that each one of these is individually numbered. There are only 1,000 of these made, and as you can see this one is number 2, so that's pretty exciting. So I guess we'll open it up.
Yeah, so basically I did obviously the branding for the game, the entire sort of box design really, obviously with assistance from Christopher. So should we take a look inside?
So straight away inside we've got a t-shirt which has the same image and logo off the front. So again, there's only 1,000 of these t-shirts, so if you see somebody wearing one of these, kudos to them.
These are the Sharpshooter cards, the playing cards. This is a sub-brand that I came up with.
Rommel is the Jack.
Hitler, obviously.
And then the ace for each nationality is kind of like the weapon of choice for that nationality. So for the Germans, that's a tank. Also in the box, we've got a really nice embroidered badge that's heat activated, so you can just iron that on to your clothing. We've got a secret dossier, we'll get to that. The game manual, I'm not going to show you the back of that because there's a Steam code on that.
These are like some sort of awesome propaganda posters that are used in game.
Yeah. So these are all original, these are all made in-house by our art team. We also have a signed card, which is actually hand-signed. So we've got Jean-Baptiste, the senior producer, Tom Beasley, the lead artist, Mike Howe, the lead designer, and Anthony Gregson, lead coder on that. This left in the tin is this is a large target range poster, which you can pin on your wall.
It's also got the Sharpshooter brand on there again. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
So yeah, if you've got a little air rifle or something like that, you might be inclined to go on that. You've got the score charts in there. I see it's 15 points for a testicle shot.
Yes.
So that's in line with the
game. That was a last-minute decision. This is the kind of the cherry on the cake, should I say? Or
yeah,
whatever.
There's a lot in here.
This is cool. So this is the idea with this. Is meant to be kind of like a top secret document that Carl would have been given for his operation in Africa. So if we open this up.
So we've got a whole bunch of information in here, which is quite fun. So starting here with a nice map. We're sad artists. This is really nice paper. We had a lot of fun choosing different grades of paper all for this work, which was kind of in that sort of 1940s vibe. But this is showing the North African campaign, how the movement back and forth across the desert between
the flow of the war. This took me forever.
But also shown on here, we've got the locations of all the levels in the game, which is pretty cool. So that just kind of gives you like a better sense for the game as a whole, I think.
So this is one of the missions in the game. And what I've done here is I've actually kind of put some like sort of hints and tips on, sort of telling the player where they could go and that sort of thing. And a little bit of a description about the location as well. So that's kind of cool.
And then we have the last of the maps here. This is for level 2 in the game. This is for the Cavalry Map. So there's a location map here which shows you whereabouts in North Africa that's occurring. It's the same map that you would get in game, but it's just handy to have it there printed out. But again, it's supplemented with a description of what's going on in this level and also a little sketch, such as a soldier would make on the front lines.
Okay, so yeah, we've got some spotters cards here. These would have been given out to soldiers back in the day.
It's really cute that they're allies on one side and Axis on the other side.
So yeah, it's sort of attention, support your allies.
So then we've got some more postcards. And these are kind of done in the style of sort of charcoal drawings from the front. And this one's got some allied troops. They're down in the trench, or they're in their tanks. They've got a Sherman up here. And again, they're probably backed like a postcard. If you want to use this as a postcard, go for it.
So next up we have, we've got a few sort of schematic sheets.
Yep.
So the first being the M1 Garand rifle, famous with the US guys, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, so this was kind of fun to do. I did like a kind of full illustration of the inner workings of the gun, all sort of signed and approved. So yeah, that's cool. And then we've got 2 more of these. As
Two
well.
more of these. Yeah.
So
we've got one for a Tiger tank. This is kind of an exploded view we've drawn, showing the internal workings, ammo stores, engine bays, that kind of thing. So it's you know, if you're into your tanks in World War II, that's a nice little thing to have.
this is the sort of fictional tank within the game, the rat tank.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is schematics for that. I can't take credit for the illustration. That's our concept artist did that, Edward.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. You know, drawing the schematic of a Tiger tank is, you know, there's a lot of reference for that. But coming up for a tank that was loosely designed, but it was never taken to completion.
Yeah.
So here we've got we've got a flyer for a night at the local cabaret club, a Jaffar's club. This has been cancelled.
Yes.
And the reason it's been cancelled is it's the 21st of June 1942, and this is the day that the Rommel and the Afrika Korps attack Tobruk. So that's been called off.
Finally, we have the letter from Carl there. That's pretty cool.
So that is
That's it.
what you get, which I think is a pretty good haul.
Yeah.
There's some really nice stuff in there. I think for us it's really personal because, you know, we've actually worked on the game ourselves. Luke does a lot of like the actual GUI, the interface, the menu work and stuff like that, and it's just rolled directly on into this. Yeah, I think there's a real nice personal touch, especially with the signed signatures on the card.
Yeah.
And, you know, like we say, there will only be 1,000 of these made. They are individually numbered. They're for sale now on the Rebellion store, and I believe we ship worldwide. So yeah, please take a look.